Hi everyone and welcome to Topic Talks, a podcast where we explore some of the exciting things we have been learning about at Sunnyview School. I'm your host, Miss Tollett, and this week I am joined by some enthusiastic members of Class 5V.
Luna,
Lila,
and Christina.
Today we have chosen a special theme for the podcast. We have chosen...
Space!
So, why did we choose this topic?
Because it's really interesting and there's so much things in space and it's interesting to learn what is there?
What is out there?
Yeah, what is out there?
Exactly like Christina said, there's so much to talk about in space that you could
It's endless, right?
Yeah.
It's a great topic to choose and I'm really looking forward to exploring it. Here are some of the different ideas that we will be covering in today's podcast. Part 1, we are going to be exploring the planets in our solar system. Part 2, we are going to cover what we have been learning in class, so the lessons that you've been doing. And part 3, as always, will be our quick fire questions. So let's get started. Part 1, the planets in our solar system.
Okay.
Who's feeling it? You want to get started?
Okay.
Tell me a little bit. Tell me an overview. What do we know?
Well, for example, we know that I'm going to talk about Venus because I like Venus.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
Venus, if you go on Venus, it's hotter than being on Mercury because inside of Venus, there are clouds, but they're toxic.
Love that. Sounds lovely.
Yeah, definitely not very creepy.
Well, so the clouds are very toxic, and if you go there, if a spacecraft lands on there, it's going to shake a lot, and it's not going to support it.
That's so fascinating. I wonder why it's so different to the others.
Yeah.
Well, they're so unique, these planets, right?
They call it the neighbor of Earth.
So it's kind of similar in some ways.
Yeah. Sometimes they call it even Earth's sister because they're so close.
Oh, that's so nice. What are the similarities? What's similar about the Earth and Venus then?
The size?
Yeah,
Okay.
the sizes.
Nice.
And it's mostly just because of how close they are.
Yeah.
How close they are in the solar system. But there's also some similarities. There's also gases, which is in every planet, of course.
Yep.
And yeah, there's just a few similarities that just pop out sometimes.
Love that. Do we know of any planets in the solar system that are completely different? Wouldn't be the sister of Earth, wouldn't even be the enemy of Earth, it's completely different?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
You want to take this one?
Jupiter, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the biggest planet in our solar system. It's full of gas, but we don't know yet if there's land on there because we didn't search so close.
Yeah.
And it's just a gas planet. It's big and it has a lot of moons and some of them even maybe have life on them.
Love that. So that sounds completely different to Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
I
think it was 20 months. I don't know.
Yeah, something. I mean, probably many. We have one, right?
Yeah, we have one.
So I mean, even more than one would be completely different to Earth.
Jupiter's so greedy.
Yeah, take all the moons, Jupiter. I love it. I always feel when I was learning about space, I always found planets like Jupiter just so interesting. The size, just how can it possibly be this big when our Earth feels so big as well, right?
And the storm.
Okay, tell me. The what?
The big red dot on it is a storm that's been going on since the start of time, apparently. And apparently it's never ending. So
A never-ending storm.
Yeah.
Kind of like the weather we've been having recently.
Yeah. But today it ended.
Yeah, we got some good weather today, so.
And in Jupiter, it's made of ice too because it's not close to the sun. And
It's a cold one?
Yes.
I kind of imagined it as warm.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's orange.
Yeah, it looks hot.
It seems like it would be warm, but judging on how many storms there
Right,
could be
yeah.
on it, you wouldn't think that.
Right.
When you know that there's so many storms, you wouldn't think that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered very similar to Earth. We've covered could not be less similar to Earth. Do we have another planet from our solar system we want to do a little deep dive on, or? Any
Well,
others?
there's Neptune and Uranus, the
Oh,
last two planets.
Yeah, okay, go.
Well, I don't really know, but
Want to go? Anyone feeling confident on Neptune? I mean, I'm not particularly.
Uranus.
Yeah, go Uranus.
Some people think it's funny because it's like your
Yeah.
anus.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's really funny.
I think it's
like-
probably if you work in space, you hear that joke every day, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like the funniest part is that, do you know what methane is?
It's like a gas.
It's a gas that comes out of your butt.
What? Does what now?
It's literally just a fart.
Okay, so it's like the fart planet.
Yes. And Uranus is like that joke because
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
and then there's also ice and like all the other stuff.
do you know what? No wonder we learn this. It's so fascinating,
Yeah.
right? We just
Yeah.
thought that methane could be so. Okay, so we've gone over Uranus, poor Uranus. Neptune we touched on briefly, but we didn't go super deep. Have we got any more about that? Or I know it's oceany.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, take it, Luna.
Neptune is full of ice too. Then that makes that it has a lot of seas, like, and I don't know how they're called because we didn't get to that point. But it's super cold. If you went there, it's like minus 50, like that.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like my least favorite place to visit. But I would love to go somewhere to learn about oceans. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
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 And Neptune is like the sea god or whatever.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
So
ask
like
if we knew that one.
that's like the water because apparently it kind of looks like the water. I don't know.
A lot of people before that we had any information about anything would worship these planets.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And like the moon they thought was a fish.
what?
Yes.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
thought
Why?
the moon was the big fish and then all of the stars were like mini fish.
Oh,
got
Yeah.
these.
I love that
It's so
much.
cute.
You know, I want to
Yeah,
believe
it
that too,
is.
and I still kind of believe that the moon is made of cheese. I know it's not, but like there's a little part of me that will always believe, even though it's not, that the moon might be made of cheese.
Yes.
I don't know why.
We know that it's not, but you still think it does.
Okay,
Because
this
it looks like cheese.
It looks like cheese. It does.
Yeah, but it's made out of rock and iron. So
Nice. Now, this feels like a perfect point in the podcast to move on to part 2. So we've covered quite a few of our planets. We know we can't do them all. There's billions, millions.
Yes.
There's 500 discovered around.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
5,000.
But we
Not 500.
we ain't got time today for
Yeah.
that many. But however, we've gone over a few. So let's jump into part 2, which is what have we been learning in class? So what have year 5 been kind of dipping in and out of to do with space? Who feels like they want to start on this? Lila, you got this?
Sure.
Go on, Lila.
We've done biographies on like some astronauts. I did Dorothy Metcalf Lindenberger. You did.
I did Valentina Tereskova. She was the first woman to step on the moon.
no, the first
Yes,
woman
the
in
first
space.
woman in space.
Yes.
Someone had to be first.
Yeah.
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 And
I did Vladimir Remek, that is the first Czech astronaut.
I love this. I mean, I don't feel like I even know many different astronauts' names, so it's cool that you've got that information.
Except like everyone knows Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know kind of the main names, but obviously there's so many people that are involved with space these days, right?
Yeah.
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 So let's go back to Luna just for a minute. Can you tell me a little bit about your biography?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Well, Valentina Tereskova was the first woman in space, and she competed versus loads of girls too. She competed versus 100, and it was to the top 3, and they needed to do levels. Let's see to see which one won, and Valentina Tereskova won. And I have a question
Sure, go
for you.
it. Oh, okay. All right, I'm ready.
Was Valentina Tereskova, do you think, poor or rich?
Okay, to be in space as a job probably has more money because it's like opportunity to be able to work in that field. However, I'm guessing by your question you're going to shock me. So I'm going to go with poor to see if it's a surprise.
Yes, she was
Really?
poor, and she couldn't afford bread.
Wow, and she's like turned her life around somehow.
Yes, she studied in a fabric, I think,
Sure.
and she wanted to study something more exciting.
Wow, Oh, so she's really motivated herself and got herself into the field of space, which is the coolest thing.
Yes.
I love that. It's a very inspiring story. Do you have another fact about her, or can I move on to the next inspiring space person?
I don't remember.
Should we pass it over?
Okay.
Okay, let's have Christina. Yours was...
Vladimir Remek from the Czech Republic.
Nice. What do we know?
So he was the first Czech astronaut because like they didn't really go to space. No one like from that country didn't know so much about space. So he thought like he was a military pilot. So they just got inspired by him because he already knew how to.
He's got the skills that
he
he needs, because to get into space you got to have a whole load of skills, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. What else do we know about his journey?
Like he went in a spaceship.
Nice.
And he went. Well, I don't really remember.
Well, do you know what? I feel like actually it would be really cool because this is inspiring me. You're just going to put that out there. I would love to read these biographies at some point, so maybe we can take a look at them, and I want to read them. They sound amazing.
We have them.
Yeah,
You have-
they're hung up on one of the boards.
I'm going to take a walk around the school and I'm going to have a look and I'm going to be like, I know about these people. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Sounds great. So jump into yours again. Yours was...
Dorothy Metcalf Lindenberger.
Wow, you got good memories, by the way.
Yes, very long.
Yeah.
I think she was the 67th person in space.
Nice. Well, you know, still
I
great.
I
Big
think.
memory.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she orbited the Earth 237 times in her life. She's still alive. She is 49, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And she quit in 2014 as an astronaut and became a teacher at a school.
Oh, okay. Maybe I could do the opposite. Yeah, I'm like done being a teacher. I'm going to go be an astronaut now. It's
Yeah.
not as easy as that, though.
No.
And before she became an astronaut, she was also a teacher, but then she stopped for a while to go be an astronaut, and she came back into that.
That's really cool. It kind of shows that maybe people that like teaching, like learning, like space, it's all kind of connected. She sounds really cool as well. I'm really looking forward to this. So besides your biographies, what other kind of learning things have you been doing for space?
Like maybe today. I don't know if we should do it at the end or now, but I'm going.
Do you want to save that? I know what you're going to say. Let's keep it.
Yeah, let's keep it.
I know what you're going to say. Let's save it. But what about like any making, any like...
Yes.
Yes, Luna.
We made our own planet, but I wasn't that day in school, but I know of the other people.
I was here.
And they made different planets, and we could invent... since space is giant, you don't know how many planets are.
True.
And they made a planet, and it was very interesting.
So they were
I
able
read.
to put their own kind of imagination into it. Because the cool thing about this kind of stuff is no one really knows for sure. Like we've got some science, we've got some evidence, but the further you go out, the more confused we get.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really know for sure what's this far, right? We get more evidence every day, but like, so you were given the control to kind of create whatever felt right?
Yeah.
Well, what did feel right? What was the planet like?
Like my planet was like, it was a big planet. It needed to be in our solar system.
Okay.
It was between Earth and Mars.
Yeah, okay.
It had aliens on it.
Nice.
Purple aliens.
Very, very
With
nice
hats.
indeed. Now, how can I view this? I'm like, what did you make it? Did you draw it? Like,
We drawed it
Nice.
and made like. We drawed it and wrote facts about it. Drew pictures for
That's
it.
really cool.
And today we learned about a telescope. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
Was it called something?
It
with
was
a
something-
J.
No.
J. I don't know.
Well, it's very famous,
Is
and
it the one? Is it in England?
I don't.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not the one
I
I'm
think it. No, I don't remember.
Oh, James Webb.
yes.
Yes.
Of course. How silly.
Webb.
What was it called again?
James Webb.
So what was the telescope called again?
James Webb.
There you go. Perfect. Tell me more about it.
It's like it's supposed to be as big as a full tennis court
Oh my goodness.
and as high as a 3-story building.
Why does it need to be this big? Oh, to see far.
Yes, and apparently it can look back in time. Somehow, I don't really understand it, but it's physics. We don't learn about that yet.
With the knowledge that we have, even
Yeah.
at my stage, like we don't know enough about physics, but there are people who do,
Yeah.
and like there
Yeah.
are people who are able to visualize this kind of thing, and if they know what they're doing, then go for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So cool.
And we've discovered it only came out in 2021, and then it was launched into space. And we've discovered like 500 more galaxies from just that one thing.
And they did a picture for there was a dark space with stars, and they clicked a little bit, just a tiny square.
Sure.
Where it was all dark, and then the telescope went there, and there was like billions of galaxies inside.
Yeah, there was like 100 galaxies just in that one small area that you couldn't even see anything in.
I remember someone telling me when I was younger that like the sand on the beach, if you take one piece of sand from the beach and paint it blue, that's like Earth, and the rest of the beach is, and all the whole world is like, could represent what's actually out there. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness. So if this telescope has discovered that much in what, like 4 years, imagine in like 4 more years.
Yeah.
Imagine in like 2037.
Oh my goodness.
Just a random number.
The potential for what we might know by then.
And by then we might be able to get onto Venus, other planets.
Mars?
Well, they're looking at that now, right? Like as an option.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna find out if there's other living creatures on
Yeah.
other planets.
Shall we take that as an excuse to jump onto part 3?
Okay.
I see where we're heading. So, okay, I love this round. It's always my favorite. So, we do quick fire questions. We go like doop 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 doop. We try not to over explain, although sometimes it's tempting. And we connect the final 3 with the topic we're talking about. So, let's just warm ourselves up. First one. What is your favorite color?
Green?
Blue.
Pink.
Purple. Oh, we're all different. Okay. So you're not supposed to explain it, but it's tempting, right? Second one. What is your favorite food?
Sushi, I don't know, something.
Spaghettis with carbonara.
Sushi.
Actually, I'm a sushi too. Hey, look at the sushi group, and I love carbonara too.
Yeah,
I'm doing the explaining thing that I said I'm not supposed to do. It's tempting, right? Next one, and it doesn't have to be like your only one, but what is your favorite place that jumps into your head?
like home.
Aww.
Home.
Wisconsin.
Wow. Yeah.
That's where all my family lives.
Cute. Okay, well, mine would be Hong Kong because you maybe know that
Yeah.
you used to live there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, now we're going to get into the ones that are connected with the topic. So, if you had to live on a different planet, which one would you choose?
Mars.
Do you want to go why? I'm kind of tempted. I want to know.
Because it's my favorite planet and it has I think a third or a quarter, a third of Earth's something atmosphere. I don't know.
Yeah, like materials. It's a
Yeah.
similar build, right?
Yeah, and yeah,
So you're going
It seems
sensible.
good.
You're like, we technically could probably go there, so I'm going to go with the safe bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
makes
don't want to
sense.
die.
It's the logical decision. Like, you want to be able to land and just not go straight through it or get stuck in an endless storm.
And you don't want to get like caught up in a tornado or whatever.
I like that. You're going with like probably could survive in the future. Okay, next. Where would you
I
go?
would like Saturn because it's my favorite planet, and there's like 82 moons, I think.
What?
Yeah.
yeah.
Saturn has a very great.
And like that, we people could discover more moons, and it could be a lot of people could be famous, and we could look for another living place to live.
I always used to really like Saturn as well. That was always like stood out to me as my favorite. I don't know, just cool, right? It's just a
And
nice
I
one.
like his ring.
I like the rings as well. They're so
I
pretty.
saw Saturn from the plane.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes these planets are actually like viewable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if you look high enough from a plane, if you like lean
can
to the
see a
window,
planet.
I
you
did
can
that.
like see darkness higher up, and sometimes I see stars.
Love it. I love like when you can see
Yeah.
things like that.
Something of February this year, there was like all the planets you could see in a line.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
yeah.
this. Right, they
But
like
you
it's
could
like an alignment.
just but you could just see it with a telescope. But
We need to get our hands on that great big telescope.
Well,
but that happens in
I wanna see
billions
that
of
from
years. Like
It's very rare, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, where are we living?
Probably Saturn too, because well, Jupiter's my favorite planet because I feel like it looks cool, but Saturn seems safer
Yeah. Okay.
because Jupiter's too cold for me. I like the
Yeah.
heat.
Okay, I don't even really know. I think yours is like more fun. Yours is more sensible, logical. I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. I want to go Jupiter because you really inspired me with that fact about the storms. I just want to like spin around. I don't know, like,
Become a tornado.
I mean, I don't think like any of these make sense right now because we literally can't, right? So it's
Yeah.
like we're just speculating for the future. And I don't know how I feel about Neptune. I feel like I just get like Mercury. That one's hot too, right?
Yeah, at night it's minus 180.
Wait, no,
degrees
Venus was
Celsius.
the sister.
oh
yeah.
I'll take Venus because that sounds sensible. I'll go in the middle. Sensible but fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, we've got the next one. I don't know when I wrote these, but what 3 items would you take with you on a space rocket? And it doesn't have to be, it can be if you want, but it can be fun as well. So what 3 things would you want to take with you to space? Wait, should we go the other way?
Yeah, go to.
You weren't expecting that.
I have one very random one.
Okay.
My imaginary friend Timmy.
Timmy has to be
Yes,
there.
of course he
You can't
does.
stay behind. He'd get so jealous. Get him on that rocket, right?
Yeah.
He can help out.
Probably. This is very hard.
Go for it.
A plushie,
Yep, something to keep you cozy.
Yeah.
A little friend.
and probably a sleeping bag.
Like it.
'Cause how would I sleep?
So we got crazy, cute, and sensible.
Yeah.
Nice. And a sleeping bag, something cozy, because you're in a rocket, you're off to space, you might be there for a while.
And it could be cold,
Yep.
so.
I like it, very sensible. Okay, Luna, go.
I will have a suit of medicine for
Like a kit?
Yeah.
I want to go with you because
We're all together, don't worry, we can share. We can all share.
I'll get a very big sleeping bag.
Oh, like,
Well,
okay.
I don't need to wear a sleeping bag. I go with
Yeah.
Layla.
Yeah, wait. And Timmy.
We might have to get an extra large one for Timmy.
All good, all good.
I will have a pillow
Nice.
if there's not enough.
We're really building here.
Yeah.
Go on, you got 2 more.
And I will one more. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the suitcase.
You've got the medicine in case we get
Yeah.
sick. Yep. You've got the pillow.
Yeah, and I will get Christina.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Your friend. Okay, love
Which
that.
is already coming. So.
Well, maybe not. Like, there might not be space.
Yeah,
We've got
okay.
a whole load of people.
So I'm with Luna now, so that's
Okay,
good.
you're already on. So
Yeah.
you can still have 3 though.
So I would bring a picture of my family to like remember them.
That's a nice one.
Then,
Or like, oh, should I thought of that?
I didn't thought of that.
then I would bring like snacks.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It's important.
We are going to share
I
all
don't
of
know.
those
Are you
snacks.
sure?
Get a big box.
Well, I'll get like a giant box like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
need it for midnight snacking.
Okay, give me a
Yeah.
spacey one. Give me something useful.
I'll get a camera. I want to take photos.
I wonder if you can take photos
yeah.
in space. I assume you can.
Can you?
That would
I don't
be
know.
cool if you can.
I mean, some things don't work the same, you know? Like,
I should have brought solar panels so I can charge stuff.
we'll put some on the outside, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, mine.
Definitely.
I'm gonna bring my cats because, you know, they always wanted to go to
But what about
space.
Mr. Cybo?
He won't mind, right? We're gonna bring the cats because they can float around in their little space suits. I'm gonna bring. What would I bring? What's useful? Okay, we've got cute things. We've got food, liquid. I'm gonna bring some drinks.
Or
Smoothies to keep us healthy
Yeah.
because space food there's not it's hard to make it nutritious because it's
Yeah.
so dry, right?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Well, I don't know. I've not tried it, but it might be amazing.
I've tried
I
freeze dried
saw
stuff.
Have you?
Yeah,
It's
I've tried
bit
Skittles.
flavorless, right?
Well, apparently it packs most of the nutrients in.
Okay.
But it's pretty flavorful.
I'm still bringing smoothies, okay?
yeah, of course.
And the final thing I'm going to bring, I think I'm going to bring all of your topic books because I feel like all the information that you've been learning about space will be in there and like we'll need it to go through.
Yeah.
Smart.
Right. Final question. And you know what's coming.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start over here with Luna this time. Do you think aliens exist?
I don't think aliens exist, but maybe other living creatures.
Okay.
Not just aliens.
So you're saying no to green thing with the big head and the hands,
Yeah.
but you're saying yes to some kind of
Yeah.
like entity.
Different, yeah.
Okay.
And,
No, keep explaining, sorry.
and well, I don't think aliens exist because they are like very strange. They have 3 eyes or 5, and
The ideas that we have about aliens
Yeah.
have become very unusual over time, right?
and there's like a zoo comfort. Was it like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that they don't know if different animals can be in space. Like, for example, if a... Well, I forgot.
No, but it's something we can certainly like continue learning about.
Yeah.
Like it sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I do not think aliens exist.
Okay, you're a hard
Yeah.
no. Yep. Give me your reasons.
Because, well, there can't be a way, can there?
The
Maybe.
thing is, we don't know anything for sure.
Yeah,
So.
maybe, but probably not.
Okay.
Because someone saw one. Did
Yeah.
someone see one?
Well, people say they see things, but like you never know for sure.
sometimes
Imagination.
Like once I saw ants coming out of my room, but
Yeah.
I didn't actually.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying that
Yeah.
anyone could say anything. It's hard to know for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm actually a yes, but like very similar to Luna. Like I don't think it's like the green man alien.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. When I think back to that grain of sand on the beach, and now your example about the telescope that's seen all this stuff in one speck. Like I don't know. It's just such a big place. Like I find it hard to believe that there's not something. Like
Yeah.
even though it probably doesn't
There
have
has to be something.
something. I'm not
Yes.
saying it has the intelligence. I'm not saying like it's similar to us. But I'm saying I kind of believe there's something out there. And I don't know. But let's see what the future brings.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no. What do you? Yeah, go on.
Because, like, why would there be, like, a giant's head with, like, 5 eyes,
It's a weird image, right?
body, I don't know. Someone just invented that. But I think there's something. Yeah, like something, like, not like us. Maybe something like an alien, but not an alien.
So you've got like an open mind, but you're not sure yet.
Yeah.
Can you imagine in 10 years from now, we have to like come back to Sunnyview, do the second part, and we've got like an alien sat with us. And we're like, oh, can you believe we were saying we don't believe in you and here you are? And they're like, yeah, of course. Like that amazing telescope discovered me and now, we just don't know.
Yeah.
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 It's so unlikely, but we just never know with our universe.
Yeah.
And like Luna was saying, the zoo theory.
Yeah.
Scientists have a theory that aliens could have better technology than us.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they don't even care about us,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I heard
And
this.
my friend Noah in my class.
Sure.
We had the same theory idea.
Okay.
And it was like, you think of it as a zoo.
Got it?
If there was a lion,
Uh-huh.
2 lions fighting,
Yes.
you wouldn't want to be in that situation, would you?
Absolutely not.
Neither would aliens. Maybe that's why they're not coming to our planet.
Oh, I love that.
But at the
I got
same
shivers.
time, yeah, it's like the scarier one.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
like, what if it's either they are there or they're not? There's only 2 answers, either wrong or
So
right.
if they're watching us and they're like, whoa, these guys are making a
Yeah.
big mess of their planet, we're going to stay away.
Like
Yes.
a lot of money just to see this telescope, to see the crazy humans just walking
I just
around.
don't think I can ever talk about space without feeling like shivery and inspired by
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cool.
It's
Well, I
so
hope that in the future maybe we could even do a follow-up or we could look back into it, look at the research in the next couple of years, maybe when you're in the secondary school or something. But yeah, let's revisit this because I feel like
Yeah.
there's so much more to discover with space and
Yeah.
that's why it's so interesting. Cute. Okay, this feels like a very natural place, I think, to wrap it up. So, did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Nice. Let's have some high fives. Space. Yeah, space. Thank you so much, girls.
Thank you.